Good morning, movement snackers and snack mates alike from around the world, from around the UK and everywhere else in between, depending on what planet you're on, of course. Good morning, this is the 8 a.m. And wake up because it is a beautiful morning. And there's a song in there somewhere. Go and have a listen. It's a great starter-upperer. So today, if you would like this to be the Tuesday the 7th, then you're in the right place. Although many of our morning movement missions do feature the same moves, pretty much in the same order as well. So you'll get a like for like pretty much from one movement snack to the next, and from one movement snack chef to the next as well. Just in a slightly different location with a slightly different background with us. And a different face, of course. So we're just waiting here for the lives to come on board. So if you catch a uppering today, or if you're watching us on YouTube, if you found us there, then feel free to just fast forward about 2 or 3 minutes and you'll get straight to the movement snack. And then you'll have between about 15 to 18 minutes worth of additional movements that you can add into your day, whether it be not that busy, sort of busy, or really busy. This is a short movement snack that's easily crowbarred into your day. Right, I've got 2 live takers coming on board now so far. Hopefully they'll be clocking the numbers up soon. Here's George, another sunny day in Cruden Bay. Ian's just arrived as well. Morning to you. Sandra's in from Waterlooville. Ian, did you get that house moved done and dusted in the end? Or are you still digging your way through all of the years worth of stuff that you've collected in your current house? I imagine 12 years we've been here. If we were going to move, it'd be such a dig to the bottom of stuff that we've collected over the years. Vivian's just arrived. Good morning to you and Paul. Red Rita's in from Germany. Good morning to you too. Hope you're all feeling good and well today. If not in need of a slight little bit of mobilisation and decrumpling, I think that's normal. It's hot here already. I've had a bath, washed my hair, and since I've got out, I'm just too hot. It's like someone's turned my internal tap on. I might have to go and have another shower afterwards. Right, morning. Sandra didn't make yesterday. Okay, you're here today. That's the main thing. Yeah, it's shaping up to be quite a nice day here as well. Rosalie's in Jersey way. You are, aren't you? Gillian with a G. Dawn Skelton. Good morning to all of you lot. I hope you enjoyed the little morning tune. My aim for this week is to find as many uplifting morning tunes that I can find. So we had Katrina and the Waves yesterday, didn't we? Walking on Sunshine. I think that was a bit too frantic for some people yesterday, especially Dee. And this morning we've got Wake Up Boo from the Boo Radleys. So there we go. Too young for a hot flush, surely. Well, I don't know, Dawn. I've got to have a blood test to check them out. Check what the hormones are up to. So we'll see. Watch this space. But yeah, I'd like to think I'm too young still for something. Right, let's see what you're saying, Ian. Good morning, Kelsey. Oh, hang on. It's just shot off the screen. The film line went... Still living in boxes. Oh, nightmare. You'll get to the bottom of them eventually, even if it is a few years' time. Margaret Wood's just in. No, Margaret Hamilton's just in. Morning to you, sunny York. Sheila's in, saying greetings to all you snackers. Here we go. It's 59, so we are coming towards our first start point of the day. Morning, Mrs. P. You're in as well. And I think we've got a nice healthy 12. Ah, here is Margaret Wood. I've just welcomed you in before you even got here, Mrs. Sunny in Jersey as well. It looks like it's quite sunny from top to bottom as well. What's it like for you, Dawn? I think You and George are probably the most northerly norths. Anyway, tell me in a bit. We'll have a read back of your comments. So keep them coming before and after, and even during the movement snack as well, if you like, if you're a fast typer. Here we go then, because it is 8 o'clock. 3, 2, 1. Well, that was a bit. 3, 2, 1. That's better. Morning. It's Tuesday, the 7th of September, 2021. You're with me, Kelsey Leverton, for our 8 a.m, our first movement mission of the day. Crowbarring is additional options for you to do throughout the day, of course. But first of all, we'll start with a bit of circ boost. We'll get our body prepared and ready, and then we'll go for this mobility in all of our joints, top, trunk, and ankles, feet, and toes trio. You know the script. Let's do it. So in the space that you have decided to work in today, sorry, the ball just came rolling back towards the tripod and could have easily taken it out. In the space that you're in, ideally, if you're doing anything in standing, have some external support available. You may need it, you may not, but it's there anyway, to the side, to both sides. A few options here for me. Feet are about hip distance apart, standing long, tall through your legs, and bringing some length into the middle as well. Rib cage, feel as if it's lifting up away from your hips, and start some foot pedals. Now here are your prompts for seated. A good firm dining chair tends to be a good option. So sit up tall away from the support of your chair and hip walk forwards if you've not already done that. A little bit of lifting and shifting, moving through the hips. And we can start again, feet at hip distance, length through the spine, sitting really tall, but a tallness in your posture that doesn't make you feel too rigid and forced into position. Should just be some comfortable adjustments to posture that you can maintain over a bit of time. And any regular reminders for posture throughout your day is really going to bring that onto your radar and help to make some improvements to your posture or maintain the good posture that you've got. Now, my legs have just gone into some leg marches. You may be there as well. We'll prepare the ankles a little bit more for our mobility moves, but for now, we can start to maybe point the toes down as we lift the foot up so that we get that rolling action through the toes, then the ball of the foot, then landing down the heel. Find your rhythm here, and if you would like to, you can add one arm into this mix. Give it a switch sides at some point, and in standing, you may need to hold on. We don't want this to challenge your balance. And then, of course, switching sides. Or if you do feel confident and your coordination isn't getting the better of you here with this opposite arm to leg, then both arms will do. Here we have a steady pace, something that's not too intense, but something that should just give a bit of a boost to, of course, your circulation, raising the body temperature, and giving a little lift to your heart rate and your breathing rate. But this is just something that feels all right, good for you, and it's not getting you puffed out. Elbows are driving back there, so try and fix at the elbows. We'll shorten this arm lever, and to drive the elbows back can help with getting this movement to come from the shoulder area. Now, ask yourself, how are you feeling? Feeling good? Feeling warmed? Joints are going to benefit from this warming up process as well. And we're now going to stop. So steady yourself down. Settle your feet to a comfortable position. If you're in seated, have a little slump through your posture maybe, and then recover when you're ready. Job done there. Shoulders come first, as shoulders can help just add a little bit more movement towards the neck and help with the mobility there as well when we get to it. Supported option, not to have your hands too low, because if you need that support, your shoulders and your hands will come away from the support. So something a bit higher, lifting and pressing. Alternatively, in seated or standing, just have your arms hanging heavily, loosely by your side. Give them a shake just to check that you're not tensing them and clenching your fists or anything like that. And just find your way around this shoulder lift and shoulder press. Now the press feels as if you're lengthening your neck a little bit more and maybe even stretching your fingers down towards the floor, seated or standing. Take your pick. 4 or 5 of those. 6 if you've lost count, will not do any harm. We're going to move into our head turns next. So when we get to head turns, trunk twists, side bends, anything trunky, then our head will be moving, of course, as well. And this may make you feel a little bit giddy or a bit dizzy or a bit unsteady. So let's take away all of those potentials. Hold on or sit down. Stand tall. Maybe just take your feet a little bit wider in standing as well. And that will help secure your balance. 4, head turn, number 1. Meeting back in the middle. And then to the other side. So a smooth movement there. When you find your sticking point, try not to force your head turn any further. Just stop at that end point. That means shoulders shouldn't start to twist as well. Shoulders are square to the front. And whilst we're here in the middle and doing this last couple, I'm going to say to you, has anyone seen my mascara? We've got about 8 mascaras that must be in the house and they've miraculously disappeared. So this is where you get tired eye Kels. There's the last one there. Here's a chin tuck, so fingertips can guide the chin back. Doesn't look like you're doing that much from the front, but here's the first one. You might just notice me retracting just a slight way away from the camera. Here it is from the side though. Let me switch sides. Whoop. So length through the neck and bringing the chin back, but keeping the eyes looking straight ahead. So not down or up towards the ceiling. Notice what you can feel there around the back of your neck. You might feel like this knobbly part on the bottom part of your spine. It juts out a little bit at times, but here with this mobility move, we can tuck it away and sit the head higher on the neck and shoulders. 4 or 5, 6 if you've lost count. Right, let me move into a second round of circ boost. So in seated, you can clasp your hands together. We're going to go for an arm row here. And again, keep the eyes forwards, then your head's not swishing around and your balance should feel more secure. Same in standing, but perhaps with that slightly wider foot position that I spoke about a moment ago. And if you do need to hold your support, one arm comes away and then back to your support, of course. So as your body moves, your lower body stays as fixed as you can. You should get some twisting motion in around your midriff. And we're guiding that elbow back to kind of bring a twisting, turning type movement into the trunk. So warming up a little bit through the spine with this move takes us into our trunk twists quite nicely. Take a pause there. Readjust feet. Let's go shoulder distance. Let's go bend into the knees. Let's go hips really still. You can get your arms out your way if you like, or you can have your hand on your support as you twist, turn and glance, looking over your shoulder. So that's an extra crowbarred in head turn that we've just done. Move smoothly into and out of that twist. You shouldn't feel like you're forcing yourself or wrenching yourself round. It should feel comfortable. Now, trunk movement's important. We have a little bit of trunk movement when we're walking, so it helps with our rhythm into walking. As well as turning actions, and that's a turning action whether you're sat up, standing up, or whether you're lying in bed turning over. 4 or 5 on each side. So movements with all of these mobility moves, mobility must move, meaning that we don't hold it at any point. Take a pause when you've done your quota, and we are going to move into some sideways bends now. So let's set this up in seated. You might want to have your feet a little wider. Keep your bum fixed, planted, glued to the chair. And we go sitting tall and tilting over. Let this arm hang and then recover back to the middle, where you should be, in the middle. In standing, supported option, or a freestanding option. Now just notice what's going on with the bits that are staying still. The weight over your feet shouldn't change. So notice whether you're shifting, notice whether you're standing your leg tall and shifting your weight at all. It should just, this bend, come from the middle. Hips are not invited. Bit of a stretch, bit of a lengthen. A stretch is more held. We're not holding in mobility moves, but you will feel some muscles lengthening. And as they lengthen around the joints and as they move into the move, you'll probably move a bit more into the move as well. So reaching downwards, picking up items, pulling up trousers, getting stuff off the floor and off of lower levels. There we go. And sideways sitting, if we're sitting on the side, we're probably in a bit of a side bend. Back extension. Great for any niggly backs, great for opening the posture, great for if you're needing to stand that bit taller and initiate a reach from a higher place. Setting up then, feet wide, hips still, knees bent. Lifting, holding on if you like, looking ahead so our head stays in that chin tuck position and doesn't weigh us backwards. It's a heavy old thing, this. And then recover. So straight up into good posture, up into slightly better posture, looking ahead and kind of arcing, tilting, extending away. You might feel a little bit of pull in the tummy muscles. Through that, we're really lengthening up, and the tummy muscles will get some lengthening into that as well as your spine mobilising. We are made to be able to come up and arc backwards slightly. I'm going to do one more. I don't know about you lot. Sitting, standing tall, looking ahead. Try not to lose your head off that position and relax. Right, we're down at the favourite bit, the bit that keeps us on our feet, stepping around, walking, moving in general. We've got ankles, feet and toes. So let's start maybe with a few toe taps, bringing some movement into the ankles. Go into some heel pumps, foot pedals, seated or standing, exactly the same, with or without support, of course, your choice. If you would like, keep most of your foot down and then lift and splay your toes. So lift and splay, spread and place them back down on the floor, like you're getting monkey toes and then putting them down onto the ground. And if you would like to do some foot arching, tuck your toes under and feel the middle of your foot lift and arch away from the floor. Let's just do a few of those. Take your pick, whatever amount you like. And whilst you just finish off a few of those, I'm going to show you your options. Your standing option requires a bit of one leg balance. So if you're a bit wobbly, choose seated or see how you feel holding on. Standing knee soft, toes are down, and then the heel goes on to the same spot. So a few of those there, 4 or 5. Pretty much it's staying in the front of the chair. We can replicate that toe tap and heel dig movement. You can hold on to the side of your chair if you like. So pick what you'd like to do out of those twos, and here's the last one on offer to you. A hip walk all the way back, a little bit of a lifted leg, and then a point and a pull back. And here you're probably able to see a bit more what's going on in the feet and the ankles. So take your pick, 4 or 5 on each side. Good for mobilising the ankles, of course, helping with our walking actions, any kind of walking over uneven surfaces. If our ankles can shift and move and twitch and adjust through being more mobile, then that will help us to organise our balance, correct our balance, and hopefully feel steadier on our feet. So get some really good time taken, the biggest and best movement. And there we have your ankle movements. Have a go at some stepping actions if you would like. In and out, sideways, maybe even a couple of back steps. You can do all of these in seated, perhaps not the back steps so easily though. So just do a few more of frontwards or sideways steps there. And that brings us to the finish line of our movement mission for this morning. Right, we have launched in Leicester City our Steady Steps classes this week, face to face. So it's been a busy old week. I'm glad I've been on early because then I've got the rest of the day to faff around and sort stuff out and teach classes. Yes. So it's been great having you today, everyone. As always, have a good time boring shopping then, Margaret, if you go in. I love it. Boring shopping, boring ironing. Enjoy your day. That's all there is to say about it. It's a beautiful morning. Go get the day, everyone. Take care.